and let us thank God as we celebrate today. These are very special children in the eyes of God, and whoever gets concerned with them is very much blessed with God. So I want to thank all of you for taking your time, thinking about them, sacrificing your time, sacrificing anything that you have for them. God bless you so much. While you are in this institution, when you are coming in, just behind the staff room, we have ladies and gentlemen apple. You can help yourself from there. We also have a swimming pool. Behind there, we also have other washrooms there. We can use them. Otherwise, welcome and God bless you.
Now today is a Cerebral Palsy Day, and ladies and gentlemen, just allow me to tell you that Cerebral Palsy is celebrated annually, that is every year on 6th of October. That was supposed to be yesterday, the 6th of October. But at Kisumu, we decided to host us today for the same. Now that today we decided that today maybe is a great day to have such occasion. So as we all gathered here today, we are gathering here today because of the Cerebral Palsy Day, where we are going to celebrate our kids and our sisters and our brothers who are having the same condition. Allow me just to honor our kids or these people that are in this condition to go now hapa leo. I just want us to arise. Ningependa sana sisi wote tusimame mara ya kwanza. Hebu tusimame kwa miguu zetu sisi wote tafadhali. Let's just be on our feet. 1 minute. Now, ladies and gentlemen, over 17 million are living with this condition here. That's known as the Cerebral Palsy. But I want to tell us that these people are just special in their own way. They are also human beings like us, and that's why we want to celebrate them today, because otherwise they are in another condition, but are also like us. Do you agree with me, ladies and gentlemen? And with that, I just want us to put our hands together as we celebrate this amazing team, ladies and gentlemen. 1, 2, 3, let's go! Thank you very much. Ngoja kwanza tumewakaribisha sana hapa Joyland, na venye madam principal amesema iwapo unataka kutumia washroom, venye tulikuwa tunaingia kwa gate hapo hivyo nje kuna washroom nzuri hapo hivyo clean, unaweza chukua hata jiko yako uende kule pale. It's very clean. That's how we live in Joyland. The toilets are very clean. We observe cleanliness. Na kama uko na bajia, kama anajua stable chica kwa hapa anapenda sana kukula, tafadhali ukijipinya sana unapenda kukula jiko yako, enda pale kwa latrine uko chini. It's very clean and you can just have your food there. And again, niliona Nyarikema akibeba swimming costume. Tuko na swimming pool by the way hapa ndani. So you can have your time there. Pia ukihisi ni kama kuna joto, unaweza enda ukaogelee. Wacha tuende Mombasani kidogo. Tunaweza enda tukaogelee jamani. Si tuko sawa ashi? Unaweza ogelea kidogo. Hapa sia tuko na Mombasani ndani ya Kisumu. Thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, our guests, thank you so much for coming. And all our caregivers, thank you so much for making your time. We have a team of our beautiful nurses. Nurses, hello. Nurses, hello. Hebu msimame kidogo. Niliambiwa na kidogo, hebu msimame kidogo dakika moja. I want us to celebrate them because they are helping us to take care of these people and all of us at large. Sawa sawa. Wapi makofi yao tafadhali? Let's celebrate them. Thank you so much. You can sit. Hey. Sawa basi. Wako na swali nyingine ambayo ukiwa umesumbua kidogo utakuwa umesambua mbele. Stop chick. Thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, without much ado, to all our guests, just to confirm to you that we really value our kids here and we really creating awareness about cerebral palsy. We have our influencers. ndani ya nyumba, na tuko pia na radio presenters ndani ya nyumba ambayo tuna ensure we be communicating to ensure that hii message iende viral all the time. Anytime we talk about cerebral palsy, we want it to go viral. So ladies and gentlemen, tuko na influencers ndani ya nyumba na tuko na radio presenter. Wacha nikaribishe ya kwanza radio presenter moja hapa, anaitwa one madam all the way from Georgia Momo. Kuja tu mbio.
Hi everyone. I hope you're good. Yes, I'm Lilian Otieno. My stage name is Nyatanga. When I'm there at the radio, I use Nyatanga, Nyatanga. But I'm grateful for this day because celebrating these kids is an important thing. Let us not ignore the kids, but we give them a humble time. But I appreciate also the caregivers who have taken their time to take care of these kids. I want to say thank you to Madam Judith Mumanyi for creating this good opportunity for the kids. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, tuko na also influencers ndani ya nyumba wamefika hapa to ensure that we embracing this occasion. Nilijua tu lazima upige simu, lakini hata unarudi saa 7 bado utapata nafasi. Ladies and gentlemen, allow me to welcome all the influencers. Mkuje tu mbele tafadhali. The team Melan, team Ashi, team Nyabikevu, tuje tu mbio. All the influencers ndani ya nyumba, mkuje tu haraka mbio huko mbele. Okay. Thank you so much. So to our guests and everybody present, these are our influencers. If you are single who are influencers, hawa ni wale wana-ensure kama unataka information ifikie watu wengi. You can unaweza wapigia simu alafu naambia unajua nini, kuna mtu alinijuzi jana tumfungulie chai. Within a day itakuwa na more than 100,000 likes. Unadhani tu huyu mtu ametusia wewe ulikuwa unataka. And if you want maybe you have a project or a program you're running or a business, you also call them and then unaweza kufanya biashara. So about Cerebral Palsy, since tuanze hii campaign wamefanya kazi nzuri kwa their platforms, wamekuwa wakiannounce, wanaweka posters na wanaongea about this Cerebral Palsy na show kila mtu amepata information. So I'll give them just 1 minute each, waseme majina zao na their social media handles and maybe the kind of content they create. Wanakoka very crazy. Usiende sana, mnaweza choma. Tunaingia ule, msichome. Sawa, karibuni. Nianze wapi huku? Nianze huku tu. Hivyo ndio wanakuaga huku tu.
And what we do, we only Kamalu also, I do also. And I'm also glad to meet this. This is my Sigwama. I'm glad to meet you.
Hi, Radha Okore is my social media name. I sing and I cook. Hello, I'm Melan Aboko. Melan is my social name. I sing. Hi, I'm Palani and my social media name is Misha. So, I dance. Yes. Good morning. Good morning. So my name is Cynthia Kiji. My social media handle is CYNWE. I mimic people or sing at times. Hi guys. Hi. Hope everyone is happy to be here. I'm called Grace. Social media and cable. So I'm so happy you guys are made it here. It has been really tough. Tunakaa siku like till 1 a.m. just to make sure this day has come to a success. So thank you so much everyone who made it here. Judy, you really done a good job. It's really been a tough. Thank you.
Haya, mmoja na kamoja. Ladies and gentlemen, kumsema unaona leo ni mambo online live social media. Unajua kumbe watu wanaweza kuwa hapo. Vipi akiingia TikTok naanza kwa hizo bakiuna naanza tu hivi kidogo. People will be just liking without passing. So Ashley is doing amazing job social media. Yeye amesema anafanyanga hizo content za kuimba majimbo ambayo zimeimbwa, kufanya content kuensure zina trend. Huyu anapika Okore anapika vizuri. Are you a chef by profession or you are gineneba ingine? You are confusing her on a talent. Kupika ni talanta. When I grow up, I want to be like you. Inshallah. So Okore anapiga pia anapiga dance pale. This one is very influential. Yeye ana smile to social media. Na una like. Hakuna mgana is a pastor akiona hiyo smile. So she's very influential na yeye pia ana ensure that anafanya promotion zile za hapa na pale. The same to this beautiful lady, they share the same trait and this one. Na kama humble, they are not humble, ladies and gentlemen. They are not humble. Na huyu songa hapa wakuone. Huyu sasa anaitwa Nyakikevo in social media. I want to categorically thank her for good job. Nimekuwa nikifollow up since tuanze hii campaign ya Cerebral Palsy. Nyakikevo amekuwa na sleepless night to meet together na Judy. Tukikuwa na live, tukicreate attention, tunaongea na watu, tunaambia mkuje, tunaambia to support. Every night tulikuwa tunaingia live na wao na tunaensure tumechukua kitu kidogo from people to support this event. So Nyakikevo, thank you so much. You don't take that for granted. Apart from kudance pia Kiuno, thank you so much for your support. Judy, you know the influencers have come through for you and they really celebrate you because you just are an amazing woman. You are one in a million. Wapigie makofi wakienda kubaki tafadhali. Thank you so much, influencers. Thank you. If you are happy and you know, say amen. If you are happy and you know, say amen. If you never go to the confused, I will get out of the DJ. Oh no, what are you going? So, we are telling you all about it, okay? Na nikiona you're not clapping kwa maneno ufanye mbele ya watu. Bwana Yesu asifiwe. So make sure you're doing because I'm seeing all of you. If you're happy and you know, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know, and you really want to show. If you're happy and you know, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know, say amen. If you're happy and you know, say amen. If you're happy and you know, and you really want to show. If you're happy and you know, say amen. Nataka kuona wale sasa mdomo zao ni zito. If you're happy and you know, say Cerebral Palsy. Ni nini? Hapo ni nini? If you're happy and you know, say Cerebral. Majina nika tudaiwe. Alright, jipigie makofi tafadhali. Jipigie makofi. Wale wameingi to celebrate our kids. Okay. Vile tuko tayari hapo? Vile nzuri tutafanya. Hebu tulia kidogo hivi. Kidogo kidogo hivi. Kidogo kidogo. Alright, we are the chosen generation. We are the chosen generation. Oh my goodness, all you want to show. We say we are something fun. Everybody say, hey, all I am the light. Everybody with me. I know who I am. I know who God says so. Hey, what is that? I know what he says. I know who I am. And I know who I am. What he says I am. When he says I'm you ready to serve? Wherever you go, I'm ready to power. Everywhere you go, I can get it. I am not like no favor. I can take a body, no like a favor. I'm walking in the door. I am not like no favor. Are you doing great? No, my favor. Everybody, one more time. 1, 2, 3, let's go. We are the chosen champion to revolution. We're going to make this a little office. You need to help us at the Palsy Day. All I require to see what we want is good. Me and I can do it all evening. Let's go. We are the chosen generation. Everybody, come on, let's go, let's go, let's go. Ukweli wa Mungu nani ameweza hapa? Kuna nani nipeleka kitu? Nani ameweza? Nani ameweza? My God. Yeah. Hata watoto wanakanyangi. Hata kama mwenye watoto wanakanyangi. Wote ni kote ya bedisha, Na nani tena alijaribu sana? Huyu. Soka hapa. Aya, pigia ukole makofi na nyangike kwa kirudi. Pigia makofi na nyangike kwa ukole wa kirudi. Thank you very important. All right. One more time. Hapo tu. Tuone sasa. Sasa mwe makini kabisa muangalie, sawa? Tuone nani ameshinda sawa? Haya. Bila chesa. Haya. Sorry guys. Wapi makofi yao jamani? Ni nani ameshinda sasa? Ni nani ameshinda? Huyu. Wote. Wacha niangalie kama niko na rafiki wa niwape, mjaribu. Hii ni pesa imetoka bank, potea. Hii ni pesa imetoka bank, potea. Wapi makofi yao na wanani?
I was invited by Judy and she told me that I must come. So I had to be on the road overnight for me to make it here today. And I'm so glad for this successful event. So Judy has been my friend since 2021, from around June, if I'm not wrong. June, May there. So that's when we met with Judy. And in August, Judy shared with me a dream. And she told me that she had a dream to one day open up an organization to support kids living with cerebral palsy. And I saw it as a good idea, and I told her that if that is the dream that you have, then put all your efforts towards that. And that is when the dream started. and the dream officially was launched last year in November, that is 2023. And since then, I don't think she has ever looked back. If she has ever looked back. But you can see the good work that she has been doing all through. Si anafanya kazi nzuri. Yes, and the sky is the limit. So with time, this organization will grow, and next year we are very much hopeful that the same event won't be held in this class, and we are going to find a bigger venue and invite more people, and we will have more donors. We are so hopeful, and we believe in that. So keep on supporting us and keep on supporting Julie in actualizing her dream. And whenever you see her around, you can always give her the good ideas that you have. I am grateful to be with you. I am also living with disability. Yes, if you will realize. I'm visually impaired. And I appreciate supporting anyone that I find around living with the same condition as mine and with a different condition from which I'm living with. So keep on supporting us, and Julie, keep on doing the good work, and may God bless you all. Have a good afternoon and a good day.
I'd like to take this opportunity to welcome Mr. Warren.
Good afternoon, everybody. Good afternoon. Bwana asifiwe. Thank you so much. Allow me to take this opportunity to appreciate each and every one of you who has found time to be here today to join us in celebrating the World Cerebral Palsy Day, Kisumu chapter. As you have been made aware, this day is celebrated on 6th world over, but for Kisumu, we saw that 6th, most of us were engaged, some were in churches, some went to the markets, some were in their farms. So we saw it fixed that we make it today 7th, where we all meet together and share notes on aspects of CP that concerns us, all of us who are here. And I'm glad that you found time to be here. Last year, 2022, the theme for the World Cerebral Palsy Day was a million reasons to smile. And if you see this motto, Julie, I think Julie picked it from there, or maybe they picked it from Julie. But that was 2022 theme for the World Cerebral Palsy Day. Last year, we were here, same venue, and our theme was Together Stronger. And I can remember we saw ways in which we can together work stronger to help in management, prevention, and support to those who have cerebral palsy in various ways and aspects. This year, the theme is uniquely CP. Uniquely CP. And that brings an aspect of that we have individual uniqueness. All of us are here. And cerebral palsy also has a unique characteristic, unique way that they present, that they live, and they adapt, and they engage. And we must also embrace and value the unique way that they have and how they live. So as I would share with us briefly on what CP is, what we intervene in as Kisumu County, and what we need to intervene in all aspects of management, allow me at this moment to recognize the presence of caregivers. We have caregivers in the house, and I request Mama Violet will be. Mama Violet, are you here? Just come in front, Andy. I'll give our ballot a chance to give our word.
Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon once again. Okay, I'm Madam Violet. I'm a teacher by profession. I take care, I'm a caregiver. I do teach the young ones. That is DCB. So I'm also proud because God also blessed me with a child with cerebral palsy. I thank God. First, I would like to recognize the presence of Omau. I really appreciate when I saw him this morning because he helped me somewhere. I still recognize him. May God bless you. Madam Caroline, I appreciate. I met you somewhere and my child is now having the wheelchair. I would also like to appreciate, I normally take my child for therapy at Russia. I'm happy to see Madam Joyce, Bridget, Eunice, Wekesa. I'm happy to see Mr. Ruto here. They are doing a great job. May God bless them. My girl is improving each and every time. You will never recognize, but with me as a caregiver, and I spend most of my time with my girl, I know I can see the change in her. It's a challenge because you face rejection. It's not easy. At times it's not easy to accept. Though one thing I learned is that you should accept and move on. And I also like, because when I look at my daughter and see other kids' condition, I see my daughter is better off. So these things, these kids, the condition my daughter is not the same condition that the other child is also facing. So we women have always been an ambassador. I always talk to women with the kids with disability that whatever you need to do is just put God first. You pray, you become strong, and then what can make your child get well is just maybe taking that child for therapy. And then I would also like to ask anybody in concern. I heard that Cheshire was here. Kindly, this issue of SHA. I used to take my daughter thrice a week at Russia for therapy, but I don't see going anymore because I can't afford transport at the same time therapy. So kindly, anybody who is hearing or willing to help these kids, if you have that big heart, like others have always done, kindly just come in and help us. Though it's a journey that it's not ending today or tomorrow. Some people like me, I had to stop what I'm doing because where I was working, I was not able to feed my kid. I'm working in a private school where I was told that I take too much with my kid. I take too much time with my kid. So the director told me that he's not seeing me working there anymore. But I said God had a reason for everything. I take care of my girl. I normally take her once. But I know one day God will open a way for me. May God bless you with a few. Above all, we need to pray. Because whenever you pray, you will also take her for therapy. One day you wake up in the morning and you see your daughter or your son walking. May God bless you with those.
We have opportunity to take their leaders. After our leaders, we have Sarah, Pop, and final caregiver who give us the one.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm called Eunice Okomo. I'm happy today and fresh in mind. First of all, let me thank everyone and also to give for mine. I'm very happy because of that woman. I can remember one day I wrote a letter to my brothers. I told them, today, yangu mtoto wangu imeisha. Niliamua kujiua. And today I'm happy. As you can see me crying, I'm happy. Sina uchungu, Bwana asifiwe. I can say I'm alive because of this moment. I met this lady. You need to tell her, please. Even today, I was telling some girls here. By today, ningekuwa naitwa Deden. Kwa nini? When I met Judith, I was planning to kill myself. It's like alikuwa malaika kwa mtu kwa shemeji yangu akanipata, and she told me that I want 2 kids when you are gonna cerebral palsy. So I was looking at myself. The reason why nilitaka kujiua si ati nilizaa mtoto wako disabled. Ilikuwa rejection. Wacha niwaambie unaweza pitia rejection. I thank this lady so much. Alinichukua kama dadake na tulikuwa tunajuana. Judith ni Mkisi, mimi ni Mjaluo. Are we related? Hatukuwa tunajuana. So Judith alikuja kwa shemeji yangu akanikare, but mimi already hakuna mwenye alijua hapo nishaandika hiyo letter. Brothers wangu tu ndio walijua. Na mwenye nilikuwa kwa nyumbani akijua napanga kufanya nini usiku. So Judith came akaniambia, "Usijali mama, nitakuwa na wewe kila wakati." Reason ya kujiua ilikuwa nimejipata na mtoto kwa CP. At the same time wanaume wamekutoroka. Unaona vile ngumu. Nilipitia Judith industry. Nilipitia machungu. Nilipitia uchungu sana. Ukiachwa na Bwana, I'm saying this because I'm sure kuna mtu anapitia kitu tunapitia hapa ndani. Kuna wale wametorokwa. Nilitorokwa, sasa hiyo mtoto wako mdogo, bado sija accept. As I stand here, sasa nime accept. Hello? Nime accept, that's why I'm smart. Mimi can tell you, nilikuwa nimejiachilia hata sikujua watu. Nilikuwa nimejiachilia. Wewe kama umejiachilia? Brand history, kuvai bra, nywele iko hivyo, unangoja kifo. So when nilikutana na Judith aliniongelesha for like 2 hours. Nikakuja kujua kumbe I'm not alone. And in this day, let me just say, si kwa ubaya. Hata relatives watakutoroka. Ni wachache watasimama na wewe. Mimi hata phone yangu kuna wale nilikuwa wakinipigia, nikiwapigia wananiblock. So I was wondering, kwani mtoto ni chini ama ni nini? At the same time mama hapa anasaidika, so ilikuwa uchungu. Penye tu mama Blair amesema tunafaa kusaidika. Tunapitia challenges. Someone like me, unajipata kwa single mother, huwezi achia mtoto, ni wewe utamwangalia, ni wewe unalisha watoto, ama mother of 3. Utaenda therapy. Sasa hiyo huwezi enda therapy. Therapy ni 250. Per week ni 750. Diapers is there. Transport is there. You pay your rent, you feed your kids. Unapata uwezi. Lakini through your support, tutapita. Mimi saa zingine naona watu wanatoa pesa kubwa mtu amelift mtu gari. Nasema Mungu, hao watu watuonaje? Sisi hapa tunateseka na watoto. Hata la 2 weeks back niliona au pina amepresentia mtu gari. Naona wanachezea pesa. Na sisi tuko hapa, hata kuna mtu anakuambia chukua 1K go for therapy. Sasa nilikuwa naambia Mungu, kwani sisi tumekataliwa mpaka tatujulikani? But I do thank God, because hata kama tunapitia challenges, Mungu anakuanga na sisi. Hatulali njaa. Hiyo kidogo tunapata, tunashukuru. Allow me say this, Judith. Nikianza maisha, nililala chini hadi mgongo ikaniuma. Kwa tunajua ukiacha unaanza from zero. One evening, I was surprised. Judith ananipigia wapi mama? Namwambia nataka kuendea sapa. Ati usitoke na kuja. After 20 minutes niliona Judith ametimu, aliniletea kitanda kwangu. Hiyo siku nilikuwa na furaha sana. Situpigie Judith makofi. Nilikuwa na furaha sana. Nikasema Mungu, kumbe bado niko na some people, niko na family ingine. Na nikasema from today onwards, mimi kila wakati nikiomba, I do pray for hiyo timu ya Judith. Kwa sababu I'm alive because of her, I'm alive because of them. Sisi tunasema kwamba ni pastors ni wabaya, but I used to go to church. But when my husband left me, rejection mostly nilipata from church members. Unapata mtu anasema Jumatano mtoto alikuwa ya Bwana. Unaona? But usiache kanisa yetu ni wote wetu. Hakuna mtu atakwambia 10 verses in a day, 50 verses. Lakini hata 50 kwa wata kutumia. Lakini verses atakupatia hata more than 60. So tunashangaa God, can I buy Pampers with verses? But I do thank everyone so much. Asanteni sana. The late we have you support us and we will appreciate. Asanteni sana.
Invite Sarah and Bob and the people who give us final word on behalf of all the caregivers in the house.
All protocols observed. Afternoon. My name is Sarah Akov. I come from Siaya. I've come here today because last week I came for therapy in Russia and I met a very wonderful lady called Madam Milka. So she extended the invitation and that's why I'm here. Thank you, Madam Milka. I'm a parent to a cerebral palsy child. He's 5 years old currently. He's a boy. Initially, I used to take him for therapy in Yala, but last 2 weeks ago he was admitted. And so I've been transferred and my therapist will be in Russia. He was already attended to by Mary. You can see her. Thank you. I'm happy for the Kisumu people. You are very accommodating and understanding and loving. Thank you for that. As a parent, I can say that it is not easy. Whatever has been said, the first challenge we face is rejection. You are rejected everywhere. You are rejected in the church. At one point in the church, I was told to go and confess my sins so that my boy can walk. So it's as if I did something that made the boy not walk. You are rejected even in the family. People say it is witchcraft. Cerebral palsy is not witchcraft. We know the causes. Mine was because of prolonged labor. And he's not the only child. I am a mother of 3. So you can imagine, you have to give the love to all the 3. At times you find yourself being biased with the one who is special, and it brings problems with the others. They have to feed. These kids have to feed. Most of them have to be in diapers throughout 24/7 because they cannot do toiletries still, like my boy. He still cannot sit unsupported. Their meals are special because most of them cannot chew. So you find that you have to have a blender, and there are some foods that specifically that you have to feed them. Otherwise, they become easily malnourished because you have to provide a balanced diet to them. Medication, because any slight thing, a child who cannot talk, you don't know what is happening, you have to rush to the hospital. So we need medication. My boy is becoming heavy. So at times, we cannot afford even the wheelchair. So we are appealing to anybody. If you see a parent with a special need child, especially cerebral palsy, kindly just give them love and give them any support, even just words of encouragement. Thank you.
Victoria campus who have joined us with this occasion, and wherever you are, right up and PC, Victoria campus. Our club for very important for us to have this student here and the lecturer here, because we know in the next 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, they'll be out and practicing. And in their practice, they need to be aware of the management of cerebral palsy, what we need to intervene in cerebral palsy, and how we handle and live with persons who have cerebral palsy. That's why we thought sensitization would be appropriate if you have a student who are in college still, then they will go back and also disseminate this information to those who are behind, those who are left in school. Allow me, the students are 6 students, allow me to give the lecture to give us 1 month.
Thank you. Good afternoon, everyone. God is good. All the time. Yeah, thank you very much. My name is Mr. Cephas Aguko Oyeke. I teach at KMTC Lake Victoria. So I'm representing the principal and the entire management. I want to start by appreciating everyone for taking time to come and celebrate this very special day. You have heard the speeches here. I'm also a victim. I once had a child who had a cerebral palsy condition. I can tell you, unfortunately, the child passed on last year in October 5th. After when he was 3 years, 7 months. And the condition came about as a result of prolonged labor. So by the time the doctor made a decision to take the mother for the CS, then the child alikuwa amestrain a lot. And the scores were very poor. It's really, you have had, actually the lady who has just talked here, who wanted to commit suicide. If you are not strong, you can commit suicide, I tell you. Because most of the time, you will be in the hospital. You spend most of your time in the hospital. Because it comes with so many medical conditions. Like mine could not, he had no neck control. So, is it the muscles? Now, if you don't have if you can't support your neck, then you will always get a cough, always find anything. So, alikuanga na frequent aspiration pneumonia all the time. Aspiration pneumonia. So all the times you were in the wards, all the times you were admitted, Until at one time, my medical cover is about 3 million. None of us, none of the family member ever used that card. Alitumia mpaka ikawa exhausted yote. You can imagine, 3 million. Alimaliza within hata 1 year, within about 6 months, money gone. Nikafungua WhatsApp, watu wakanichangia pesa. Na hata hii kutosha, and the child was happy. Ilibidi nikapeleka title deed. Bado iko huko mpaka wa leo. Sasa hivi niko hapa balance around 80,000. Bado wewe nikamaliza. So nilikuwa nalipa kwa mpaka sasa hivi. Hapo I'm still servicing that loan. December. So you can imagine. Just to cut the story short, it's a long journey. And these children really need support. They really need support. And they really need support. Kabisa. They really need support. So whatever kind of support you can give, please, hata kama ni pampa piece moja, leta hapa. Au peleka kwa hospitali. Especially when you go to the physiotherapy, occupational therapy department, you can donate something there. Mimi zangu nilipeleka. I saw Ben at Kisumu. Ben. Hapa ile, yes. So, asante sana. Ben alikuwa ananisaidia, anakuja kwa nyumba, anafanya mtoto therapy. Alikuwa anakuja kwa nyumba. So asante sana Ben. So as KMTC is a government institution training health workers or health professionals. So we have over 80 campuses. Like Victoria, in fact in Kisumu County we are blessed, we have 3 campuses. We have Kisumu near Kodele, around Kodele. We have Lake Victoria. Lake Victoria is just right inside the Kisumu County Referral Hospital, and we also have Komewa. So those are 3 Kenya medical training colleges in Kisumu County. So cerebral palsy is a medical condition. So we as MTC, we train medical practitioners. So we are part and parcel of care givers to cerebral palsy condition. So we really want to thank also the county government, because they are our partners, the Ministry of Health, for the support that they have been giving us. They have been giving us their facilities to support training of these our children. I want you children to see this condition so that when you start practicing, then you can handle them passionately. Inafika wakati unaenda hospitali, unaonekana umebeba mtoto kama huyo, no one wants to attend to you. Unalengwa tu. So I want you to take this as a challenge, that when you meet such children with this special condition, kindly attend to them passionately. Attend to them passionately. Tafadhali. Usikuwe na ubaguzi kwa njia yoyote. Unanipata vizuri? Yes, usiwe na ubaguzi. Asante sana. Let us continue supporting these children. I was once here and I planted trees here. That was last year. Yes. So asante sana. Mungu awabariki.
We had the challenge that we have even for Mwalimu who has told us his story. And I know majority of us Kenyans are poor. And with that state of poverty, it becomes extremely difficult to manage and sustain a child who has cerebral palsy. If Mwalimu who has told us with insurance cover of 3 million could not support for 1 year, what about somebody who lives below $1 a day? It's extremely difficult. And that's the challenge that we are echoing here today, and the challenge that we need out so that we have better management in, most of the time we've heard about what I prolonged labor. So we have management of labor so that we have positive outcomes, in this. Allow me to recognize the presence of all staff, that is those who work in the facilities. The medical professionals who work in facilities, who are here, can you just stand up? Medical professionals who are here, who work in facilities. I'm seeing some are seated because they are in uniform. Some are seated because they are in uniform. Even students who are trained to be professional, just stand up. I can see OT students here, I can see some students here. Thank you. So, welcome to this occasion and feel part of it, because the care of these children is in our hands. That's it, and that's it. So, thank you for finding time to be here. Allow me to give 1 minute to Mr. Ruto to give us a word on behalf of the medical professionals over here. 1 minute to Mr. Isaiah Ruto. Isaiah Ruto is an occupational therapist at Jokerage. He's in charge of T at Jokerage.
Good afternoon. Are you happy?
Yes.
Just smile a bit. Just smile. You When you smile, you only use 5 muscles. But when you tense, you use 72 muscles of your body. So, thank you for the organizers of this day. And I don't have much to say. I'm just happy that this day has come to pass. There's a lot I can't say about our children, but because of time, I may not say much, but one thing I want to say that there's need for us to love, to care for persons with performance challenges, starting from the children going to the adults. Seemingly, there's a lot of ignorance, generally in the general population, worldwide, even in Kenya. There's that ignorance about disability. Even the medics themselves, those who are in that lineage, they tend to ignore the knowledge in disability. And so, due to that, there's need to create awareness to the general population, the medics, and everybody, so that when we have such children, we are able to reach them, to love them, care for them, and grow with them across lifespan. At Jaramogi Oginga Odinga Teaching and Referral Hospital, we handle them, both the parents, and we work with them throughout life so that they are able to be productive in their lives. So I'm happy when I see them like this because we interact most of the time with them. That recognition is so important. Just recognizing them. And being with them, walking with them through the various stages. So I have only one fear, maybe the recent SHA that is coming in place, we may not have enough information. But someone was telling me that the services of rehab will be offered at the primary levels, that is second, third levels. And it is like that initial information that was there, where rehab or services were being delivered, is not with the people. Because initially, rehab services were delivered at national, provincial, and district hospitals. And because of that, facilities were also developed at that level, and the human resources were sent at that level. So when the reasoning is that this service should be given at the lower levels, I really don't understand if that arrangement has that information that the human resource is not found at that level, the facilities and equipment is not at that level. So I don't know how that one is going to be, but let's try and intervene and see how to assist these children. Thank you.
From the healthcare workers in the house. Allow me at this moment, who are in the presence of the sub-county and county team who are here. Can you just ride up the sub-county and the county team? Thank you so much for honoring the invitation to come. On behalf of this team, I know Pam will give a speech. So let me give Madam Leah to give 1 minute talk on behalf of the county, Cancer County.
Thank you so much. All the organizers, protocol observed. We want to celebrate these young ones. It is God's favor that they are alive, and we need to give them support. On behalf of the team from the county, we are together in this, and in case where we will be leading to, just the way it has been said about SHA and the like, we will still find a way through. Otherwise, by God's grace, we are here, and we say thank you.
Thank you so much. The guest of honor, Madam, Karen Nagwanda, the advisor, the Governor of Disability, Director, National Council for Persons with Disabilities, George Biambo, who is with us today, Metro Leumba Hospital, who is representing Director Medical Services, who was supposed to be here, but was engaged shortly before he was to come. The county coordinator, rehabilitation, Mr. Mao, CHMT present, partners, caregivers, and children and teachers from Jordan. Good afternoon. Good afternoon once again. Thank you so much. In our engagement with Cerebral Palsy, I know it is on us that all the speeches that have been given and all the interventions that have been mentioned by those who've given a talk on this comes to us in hospitals and healthcare facilities. And it falls on us that as in rehabilitation, the interventions that we need to give and that we must give, beginning from training in schools and ending up in our facilities and going all through to the schools where our children learn and are rehabilitated. And allow me to tell us that at Kisumu County and Department of Rehabilitation, and specifically for occupational therapy that I speak about, we are trained to handle and manage the medical aspects, the rehabilitative aspects, and the preventive aspects of disability, and specifically for this day of cerebral palsy. And our staffs who are in facilities have, according to our data, been seeing so many children who have cerebral palsy. And looking at the data that we have over the years, there is an increase in the number of children who are intervened and who have cerebral palsy. And this gets so much on our workload and gets so much on our intervention, making our staff, of course, having to go extra mile in intervening. I know the Kisumu government, as we are assured, that our staffs would continue going for trainings, going for capacity building in management of all conditions that they engage in. And I know Madam Agwanda will speak so much about this, that the current government also is committed to providing assistive technology and AD services to persons who have mobility and have need for assistive technology. And you can see this house, and Jordan can attest, that the wheelchairs that most of the kids are having here were a donation, a partnership between Kisumu County government and a partner who was able to provide us with 100 wheelchairs. That was in June, and 120 wheelchairs just last month. So that is a positive engagement which the county government and through the office of the advisor to the governor, we are positively engaging in, so that nobody who requires an assistive technology would miss along the way. And allow me also to mention that in a schooling aspect, we as Department of Health, in collaboration with Education Department and engaged in activities like school assessment, that we allow children who are assessed for school placement, and after assessment they are placed in their schools. And in schools we also have rehab officers who possibly intervene in rehabilitation and continually provide the necessary rehabilitation in the facilities. And beyond the school, beyond the educational aspect, we also have a vocational aspect, where those who may not go through the regular school program are engaged in a vocational training, which allows them to be independent, as near independent as possible in the community. And beyond that, with our partners, we engage so that we have a barrier-free environment, an accessible environment. And being the theme of this year's Cerebral Palsy Day is uniquely. And the key thing about this theme is that we need to provide accessible environments. That somebody who has a wheelchair can access all facilities that they require to access. Somebody who has a walking cane can access every facility that they want to access. Somebody who has a crutch can access facilities. Sometimes the environment is an impediment more than the disability itself. So the theme heavily talks about us allowing accessibility to be the key for this year's World Cerebral Palsy Day. So when we go back home, the healthcare providers, the caregivers let our environment be accessible and let our facilities be accessible so that we do not impair, further a person who has a disability because of lack of access to service and access in the built environment. Allow me at this moment in time to welcome the County Care Coordinator, Mr. Mam, who will take the program from there. Thereafter, we will come to a close at the end. God bless you.
Good afternoon. Habari. Hey. What time is it now? It's going to work? Yeah, on time. The children must be feeling hungry now. All right. I will not take much of our time. It's around lunchtime. I want to appreciate everyone that is in this hall. I want to appreciate our chief guest today, Honorable Amanda. I want to appreciate George, my namesake, from National Council, and the very simple Lumumba, a great friend, Pamela, and Amara, who I work closely with in my department, and Judy, a good friend of mine. I have only a few things to say now that Amara has talked about so many things that are very valuable to us.
Okay. It just means that the petrol is telling us that the time is over, isn't it? Okay. But my voice is loud enough for all of us to hear. Two things I want to say. First, I want to really bring to attention that me, I love children. I love children. And why do I say so? Because at one point, Jesus was speaking, and he said, lest you behave like a small child, you will never enter the kingdom of God. What does it mean? That a child is just a child, and a child hides nothing. All right? They are just gifts from God. I call them bundles of destiny. Whether a child is born with a disability or not, they are gifts from God. I heard one of the caregivers saying that at one point she planned to execute her life just because of a child. We should not come to this level. When I hear such stories, I feel like we in the medical profession, we have a lot of gaps to address. A lot of gaps to address. And by God's grace, these gaps will address them one by one until at one point, we will not have a child leaving the hospital and a mother leaving the hospital without knowing the status of the child, and not only knowing the status of the child, but having sessions that will bring the caregiver to speed with the condition of a child. How does a child leave the hospital with a poor score and the mother just walks away home like that? It means we have a gap, isn't it? Those are the gaps that we need to go forward and address. And I know that as I stand here, with the help of all other health professions, we will address those gaps one by one. Tunaelewana? Two, I want to say that even as we manage the children with disability, whether neurodevelopmental or any other type of disability, sometimes we manage them when we are disjointed. Hello? Disjointed. We send a child from one department to the other, and in so doing, we miss others in between. And some critical information is missed, isn't it? What do I mean? I mean that the way our hospitals are structured is that you walk in this department, then you walk into another department, at the end of the day, but I'm looking towards a time when we will have a center of excellence in one of our hospitals in Kisumu. Ukiingia hapo, unaonekana from point A to point B without being disjointed. If it's a child with cerebral palsy, akiingia hapo kwa hiyo unit, ataonekana na every person that needs to attend to that staff, to that child, until akitoka kule, amepata mawaidha yote, amepata huduma yote, na anaelekea nyumbani. Tunaelewana? And that dream will come soon. It will be realized soon. Hello? And because we've talked so much, I don't want to tell us what cerebral palsy is. Amara ametuambia, Ruth has told us what cerebral palsy is. Na caregivers wametuambia what they go through. I want to finish by saying that the Department of Rehabilitation hears you very well, caregivers. And we are going to work very closely with you to ensure that some of these pains are lessened. And work closely with the CBOs, like the one that Judy is running, and many other CBOs that deal with small children with disability, to ensure that the pains of the caregivers are lessened. Tunaelewana? And also work closely with the National Council of Persons with Disability and the advisor to the governor on matters disability. I know when we work as a team, when we meet and engage as a team, better solutions are found. Tunaelewana? And so without much ado, I don't want to take extra time. Niliambiwa wachungaji ndio wanamaliza, tena namaliza, ndio ya tano namaliza kabisa. I don't want to be remembered by that. I want to have a bit of responsibility here now to ensure that protocol is observed. And therefore, I would want to bring the National Council of Persons with Disability to speak to us in a short while. Thereafter, I will bring the representative of our director, Mercy Lumumba, who she will in turn bring to us our chief guest. So, George, welcome.
Afternoon. Good afternoon once more. Thanks very much. I really feel privileged on behalf of the National Council for Persons with Disabilities. I really feel we really feel honored to have been invited on such a beautiful occasion marking this year's Cerebral Palsy Day. We really appreciate, as a council, we do not take this for granted. Madam Julie and your team, thank you very much for a good job done. I know it was not easy, but it's God who's going to thank you for all that you've done for our children. As a council, we are grateful. I also take the opportunity to pass my gratefulness to the county government of Kisumu. We really acknowledge and are happy with what the government has done towards disability in the county. You know, it's not easy, as much as the National Council is the gatekeeper of disability. The truth of the matter is we cannot do this alone. If you look at the budget the National Council has, it's a drop in the ocean. So without the county government, without CBOs like Judy's and the others, I'm sure it cannot be easy for us. So thank you once more. We really appreciate this. As you are aware, worldwide, they say that between 1.5 to 4.
Excuse me. George is speaking very important things. I want to request you to stop pass out your link. Listen to George.
Thank you. See, worldwide, out of 1,000 persons, between 4 and 1.5 are living with cerebral palsy. Countrywide, we don't have the data, but the experts say that out of 100, 3 persons are living with cerebral palsy. That's a very, very big number that you cannot take for granted. So we have to see how we can solve this issue and so we can assist our brothers and sisters at least live a normal life. We know it's not easy for caregivers, very, very hard. As we speak right now, we're having a challenge in the country. You know, employment rate is low. Rates of getting loans to do business is equal, not very easy. So just try and imagine if a normal person has a problem on taking care of the family. What about now a caregiver who was with this child 24 hours without a job? What about this caregiver who has to go for therapies, for drugs, for diapers without a job? You know, it's not easy. Caregivers, I salute all of you for the hard work you're doing. We are with you as much as we're still not there. As a government, we'll try our best to see that we do what we can. As National Council, we're having a program that is kicking off this month. I've had so many challenges we're going through, and the program is going to address, number 1, autism cases, cerebral cases, Down syndrome, epilepsy, and all the disabilities that is within that line. So the first thing we're going to do is we're doing mapping, which we are through, but it's still going on. I think we're here sometime back, Madam Secretary is here. We did mapping to some of the pupils from this school. Unfortunately, we didn't finish. So we try a lot of us to come back and clear the remaining ones. So 1, we're going to issue free diapers to those that we have mapped. The second thing we're going to do, we're going to pay for the services. I know it's very expensive. Someone told us how much it's spending, around 750 a week, almost 3,000, 4,000, 5,000 a month to get drugs for their children. So we are going to take care of that also. Lastly, therapy is equally expensive, isn't it? Yeah. So as a council, we're also going to take care of the therapy of those who need. It's not only for children who have this type of disability, but everybody, from children to the oldest person that has the disability that needs that kind of approach to assist. We're together. the first thing that we have to do is we have to make sure that you map the National Council. If you not map, it's not going to be very easy. So if you have been asked questions by my team, what's your name, where do you come from, what services do you normally go for in hospitals and all that. Make sure that you see us today, or make arrangements to see us in our office at the Huduma Center. We're together. We'll make sure that all those who are mapped get these services. Working closely with all county government facilities that is nearer to us, where you go for services. And for example, for those who are using, let me give an example of Jaramogi. Those who go for therapy there, they're going to have an agreement with that hospital. They'll not bill you. They're going to bill the National Council instead. We have faith. You know that the county government hospitals are not everywhere. We have some of us that are using faith-based hospitals. Yeah? We have those of us who are using private hospitals. So we are going to, actually the tender is out. We're supposed to at least go through the tender process, that we also include them in that service. So the whole idea is, if you're coming from Kombewa, if you're coming from, let's say, a place where there's no, let's say Kombewa for example, you don't have to travel all the way to Jaramogi. Tell us,
when you're doing mapping, just tell us which facility is nearer to you, which facility do you normally use, and then we get you that facility to take care of you. We're together. But something that here is very, very, very important. Let us make sure that we register with the National Council for Persons with Disabilities. Please, let us try to register. Because if we don't register, then chances are we might be left out. The reasons why we are talking about, we're talking so much about registration is normally the National Assembly normally call us. It's not very easy to answer the questions from those MPs on how we use the government money. They look at the numbers. For example, I know it will take a time when diapers might not be enough. For us to convey the treasury to add us more allocation to buy enough, for example, give an example of the diapers, for example. They don't know the numbers, how many persons are registered, how many are in need of these services. So the time we're called by Assembly to answer these questions, we must have the data with us. So if you're not registered, then it's going to be very, very difficult to convince them why we feel that they should add us extra resources. We're together. So registration right now is not very hard. Some time back it was hard. I remember some years back, we used to go to global facilities, you do assessment, the assessment forms go all the way to Nairobi. They take even 1 year. At times they don't even come back. It was challenging, but after a lot of struggle, it's now easier. The assessment forms are now decided in all the county offices. Like for example, if we assessment in Kisumu, the facilities will take the assessment forms to the county director of medical services in that specific county. Like in Kisumu, for example, if the forms land there, I'm a witness. They don't take even a week in the office. Which means if you go for assessment, this county, within 2 weeks, if all goes well, you have your certificate of registration. So once we've done the assessment, this time we don't do the registration of the National Council. It's a responsibility to go to a cyber. Once they have the assessment form ready, go to the cyber, have the child registered through eCitizen. From my office, I will just see that here the Kamau has done registration, I need to do verification. I pass it over to Nairobi, the registration department is looking to see how they have already verified this, let us approve it. And you'll get a message in your phone to go and download your certificate. It's as simple as that. So promise me that you do registration so that we don't have a problem in running this program. We're together. The old cards don't work anymore. I know some of us have those cards that look like ATM. They're invalid since last year.
But if you did your assessment from 2022 onwards, that is 2022, 23, 24, that assessment form is still valid. You can use it, just go to the cyber and you'll be registered. But if it's 21, 20 downwards, I'm sorry, we just have to go for another assessment. We're together. Madam Mheshimiwa, Madam Agwanda, I really have a request. It's a humble request. Can you help us out on this? We are aware that it was announced some time back by the former president that assessment should be free. Some quarters, there's some counties that are already doing that, but our great county of Kisumu, the assessment fee, instead of going down, I'm being told by clients that it has been increased. So I'm only requesting if you can be our middleman to the governor, and just take our pleas. If assessment can be free, it's going to make us get the numbers we're talking about. But instead, they decide to hike it instead of reducing it. Secondly, it's about the payments. We find that where they do the assessment, for example, I'm just giving Russia as an example. Others have the same problem. But Russia, it's not bad offense. I'm just giving an example for us to improve on the challenges. We find that the assessment is done in a different way, known as APDK, the assessment center. The payment is done over 100 meters away. So can you imagine now a caregiver who was a cerebral palsy child, and a member of Bongo kutoka huko APDK, kwenda kulipa mbali, then walk back again to APDK. It is quite challenging. Before it's made free, why can we come up a way that payment can be done almost nearer to the facility where they go for assessment? That is the humble request, Mheshimiwa, that can assist us for now, but free is not a cry for. If Kisumu can be free like other counties, we have been dealing with disability issues, and I feel that we should not be left behind in this. Back to us, the caregivers, I know we have challenges. We are also thinking of coming up with a, please come up with a group. Come up with a group, I'm introducing the one, social services, then two, the National Council. Then we're going to work out and see how we can give you grants for you to have a small organic business. We're together. For those who are having this, maybe a bread, maybe a salonist somewhere, nasaidia mama mwingine kushuka, ama kuna biashara kama iko ni baba, nimesema kitu kama welding. We have what we call tools for trade. We come to office, we say we can assist you, get the tools for trade to help you do businesses that can bring at least food for your children. I won't talk much because time has gone. Thank you guys once more for coming to today's event and making it a success. We'll make a day and talk more about disabilities, what the government has for disability persons. Asanteni sana, mkiri nyumbani, Mungu awabariki. Thank you.
I know we are getting tired as time goes by, but we are nearly finishing. On behalf of the leadership, I want to thank all of us for taking our time to come and celebrate this big day. This is a very important day for us as the county of Kisumu, because we are celebrating our people whom sometimes feel neglected because of what we do as a people. A person's disability does not really define the person's identity. Our theme this time is uniquely CP, and that tells us that our people living with cerebral palsy have unique capabilities, they have their unique talents, they need a lot of support support for the people living with cerebral palsy, support for the caregivers, because as we've heard the stories they've told us here today, it is not easy. They need a lot of support. They don't need rejection. It is not their own making. So we need really to support them so that they can be able to support our children mostly, to be able to grow as they need to grow, just like all of us. I would not forget also our healthcare providers, commonly our occupational therapists or the people working in the rehabilitation department. We thank you so much because you also need support because of the kind of support you keep giving to our people who are living with cerebral palsy. Sometimes we neglect ourselves and think that this is work that we keep doing. Hiyo ni kazi yetu tulisomea, but it also sometimes brings us down. Because even as we continue supporting them, we find that the changes we see is so gradual that we tend to feel like we are giving up, just like the parents. These parents that we work with every other day, they keep asking us questions. We are walking to this facility every other time. My child is not improving. So you keep supporting them, and that means that you also need support. If you don't get that support, you cannot continue supporting the children. So hats off for the team in the rehabilitation department for supporting our children. Judy, I know we met last year. You were again in this. Thank you for the support. I've heard the much that you're supporting our mothers. I heard Eunice talk about you having supported her. If it wasn't for you, then maybe she would have been somewhere else. But you are here supporting them and trying to tell them that this is not unique. You heard our lecturer from KMTC also say he also had a child with cerebral palsy. So such functions will really allow you to know that this thing is not unique. See ile uchawi we keep talking about. Because we can't have uchawi from here, there, ni uchawi too. And our rehab coordinator in the county also has talked about the side of the healthcare providers. Because sometimes it is us who don't do our part very well, and we end up having children with cerebral palsy. So we'll continue working. I know we even had a meeting today, and we kept talking about how we should support our mothers during the antenatal clinic, during delivery and thereafter, so that we can have better clinical outcomes. So this is something that is passionate in our heart, passionate to us as the county leadership in the Department of Health. We really want to have better outcomes for our children as the mothers come to our clinics, as they come to our labor rooms to deliver, so that we can reduce the chances of our babies getting cerebral palsy. I know we may not be able to prevent it 100%, but we are capable of reducing the incidence of cerebral palsy if we work together and support our mothers together. Thank you so much, and I want to believe that we continue working together to be able to support our children and everyone living with disability. Without much ado, I want us to welcome our chief guest to begin makofi until she comes. So thank you. Let us listen to what our Honorable Caroline Agwanda has for.
kindly receive greetings from His Excellency, the Governor of Kisumu, Professor Peter Nyanyo, and his deputy, Dr. Matthew Zomiru. I'm here to share and also be part of this great celebration. First, allow me to appreciate the parents of these children with CP. Let's appreciate them. Mama style. Mama style, you keep on clapping for like 1 minute. That is for the parents of CP children. Then let's appreciate the children themselves. And let us not forget the health team. Without them, we could not be here. The health team, clap for them properly. The health team. Thank you. Other team, other speakers who spoke before me has talked about CP and other programs available in regards to CP. Mine is short, is to just give you hope that the county is committed to support you parents of CP children and to all persons with disabilities in Kisumu. The Governor's manifesto is clear on inclusivity, leaving no one behind, and the county is also committed to work with other partners to realize this dream. And as a county government, the county has supported 221 people with disabilities with assistive devices. NCPWD did 8. NCPWD will do another 200 good. He forgot to tell you that. He's doing a very good job. We are proud of you, George. Keep it up. So among the 220 wheelchairs that were given, we gave out, there were 30. The first one we did 10, then the second one we did 25, so that is 35. So 35 CP children got special wheelchairs. One wheelchair is going for 150,000. But we still commit as a government to ensure that we support the parents for these kids to enable them move. Okay? So as National Council and the county government, we work together. We are committed to make sure that they find it easy to move, because as Article 9 of the UN Convention on Rights of Persons with Disability, accessibility is key. The county will also work to ensure that the roads, where they follow, it's accessible to them. Yeah? And we also call upon you to participate during public participation. Let's say during roads, when designing the roads or proposing roads, then it's important for you to give your voice as a parent of a child with disability, because when they are not accessible, it becomes a challenge for you. The county is also working closely with groups of persons with disabilities, and when I talk about groups of persons with disabilities, caregivers groups are not left behind, because you are the voice of your children until they reach 18 years, for those who will be able to speak for themselves. So you are free to join a disability group, or you have your own group as caregivers and raise your voice, what you want the government to do for you. Work with the government. If you're doing a program, you look at what thematic areas you are working at. Then work with relevant departments in regards to that. I know the health department, Rehab, and the whole team will really support you. But now on economic empowerment, you can also work with the Department of Trade that will support you, and Department of Finance will give you license waiver when you do your business as a caregiver of a child with disability. George told us from NCPWD that they give grants. So as a group, you can apply for a grant. You do it as a group. you can do something with your tools of trade, they now request the county to support you through license waiver. So take those opportunities that are there for you as a parent of a child with disability. The assessment, I know Mr. Mama and Mr. Mara had shared this. And let's take our children for assessment so that after assessment you get registered with NCPWD to enable you get the privileges that are there for your child. The county is also committed, that is the government, that is both national and county, committed to empower you as caregivers so that you are able to take care of your kids well. Kindly reach out, let us know what you do, let us partner. I'm happy to see KMTC here. We will continue working together as county government. I was touched by your stories, the parents that shared here. I think we need to have more stories like that so that we get out of it and also motivate other caregivers. For the organizer, I've forgotten her name, the pretty girl next to Mr. Momani. This is commendable, guys. Keep it up. It's great seeing parents of children with disabilities coming together to raise awareness and create impact. This is commendable. We encourage other people to do the same. We commit to support you and work with you so that we drive this agenda as a family. Otherwise, we are still in the process to provide more wheelchairs. If you are here and your child needs one, can you reach out to Mr. Mara or Mr. Mamo or even George? For the wheelchairs that George will have, George will assist. And for the ones that the county will provide, we'll still share the list so we don't give double wheelchairs. For the sub-county leaders, we really appreciate what you do at the sub-county level. And we still commit to support you where necessary. Otherwise, I will report this to the governor and always commit as a person with disability to also support one another. For those who are not able to see, my name is Agwanda Caroline. I'm a lady with short hair. I'm a little bit fat, using 2 elbows, and my disability is my left leg. That is called, the experts will tell you what it is, but my mother told me it was polio. Yeah, so that's the person talking. So I didn't do proper introduction when I was starting. That type of introduction enables those who are not able to see to have a picture of who is speaking. So that's me. My office is at First Lady's office in Gilmani next to a surveillance secondary. If you want to, maybe you need some information, please reach out. Otherwise, we commit as a county to work together and make Kisumu a better place for everyone. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, everybody, for the opportunity we've had. Let us remain calm. I know they're serving some drinks for those who are here. We're going to have a photo session, and the photo will be done in stages. So as we do the photo session, let us remain calm before we close with the word of prayer. So I request the chief guests, George and Madam Pamela and Judy to move in front here. We're going to have the teacher from Joyland and some students. We're going to have the first photo session, and the rest are being served in trays.
Kidogo tu.
You can beba hiyo bana juu kidogo. We go.
Very nice.
Let's have the TFT and the medical professionals come and join.
Let's celebrate everybody, ladies and gentlemen. Asante. Nimesikia kiba mwingine akasema hata Obina the other day akagift mtu gari. Kwani amutuoni sisi? Amutuoni sisi. Ladies and gentlemen, niko na mtu ndani ya nyumba nilimleta hapa. Hii lazima ifikie Obina ni. Na to everybody that is in charge, mmesikia caregivers wanataka support. Na kama tunajua sisi kazi yetu ni ku-create na ku-ensure hii information imefika. Alright. Na tunaishua hii story na hii story imeenda viral. Hiyo ndio kazi yetu sana. Niko na colleague wangu ambaye nilinvite hapa na iweje schedule yake ilikuwa busy amefika. Na siwezi akasahau. Na sasa kwa sababu this is going viral, lazima tuinvite awasalimie. All the way, unajua na saizi amerudi Kisumu anafanya kazi vizuri. Yeye pia kuna project yake hapa anafanya. On Saturday alinivite kama mgeni pia pale. Sawa. Thank you so much, Nyanyakevu. Now, anafanya kazi kwa Saturday tulikuwa kwa Mama Ngina Children's Home na together with the project yake na timu yake tulikuwa tunapeana chakula pale na tunaongea na watoto. He's doing amazing job. Now all the way from comedy industry, all the way from Churchill Show, Onagi Show, these guys have made a great one. Ladies and gentlemen, show your love. Mato Comedian, wapi makofi yake kikuja tafadhali. Mato Comedian, karibu sana. Kisumu na Napacho. Oh, you can't just miss this. This is a big one. What are the ones he has for us? Mwanaume. Ulioa?
Niko single.
Bado hakuna mtu?
Bado.
Hebu weka ile ngoma ya hebu inua so. This man is a great man. Tuone wote wewe, eh?
Ndio, unataka ni dance hapa?
Wadi wewe ni nani wewe dance hapa? Wewe si kazi yako ulianza kulishwa na comedy.
Ndio yule bibi yako anakuja. Ngoja kidogo.
Ni bibi yako amekuja? Anakaa? Oh, okay. Nimeambiwa pia kuna Jenny ndani ya nyumba. This also a social influencer. Ako wapi? Ako wapi? Hebu simama wote wakuone. Wewe kuja hapa. This lady is doing amazing job. Ukimwona unaona bell. They're doing some great job together. Wapi makofi yake akikuja? Hao ni wasichana wanakuwa very influential here in Kisumu. Ananishua message yako kama unataka ipasiwe. Unajua ako na kiherehere na wewe uko na kiherehere social media huko na hapo. Hebu salimia watu dakika moja mbio.
To the team in front, caregivers, parents, and every team that has come to support Cerebral Palsy. Now, salimia wote, good afternoon. Good afternoon tena. Kwa majina naitwa Jenny Oyalo, but you can call me Jenny Oyalo. Thank you.
Jenny, bado unaweza fanya ile kitu hapa kwa stage. Unafanyaga tu huko online. Wewe koma. Alright. So ladies and gentlemen, wait, DJ, huko na Jenny atatoka hapa. Lazima wachape na nini? Lazima wachape na anaitwa nani? Lazima wachape na mnatoka comedian. Umesema aje DJ? Alright. This lady is doing a great content for media. Kama ujue Jenny bado. DJ, weka kidogo tu asaiki tuko karibu kupeana vote of thanks alafu tunaondoka. Sawa. Inua kabisa DJ. Inua twende. This I took my comedian over from Churchill. Together with Jenny. I think usifanye leo. Twende. No. Wait. Aya, twende. Ati nini? Wacha tuenjeni. Unafanyaga ile kitu aje? Aya, waonyeshe ile wewe. Okay, makofi ya Jenny jamani. Asante sana DJ shikilia.
Kwa majina naitwa Martin Otieno Rabala.
Okay. Mnanipata? I think ni audible enough. Nimekuwa hapa Kisumu sana. Nimesoma hapa Nyamasare Primary na to Madam Judy, whatever you are doing is good. Mimi nilikutana na wewe last year. Kwa event ya birthday ya Stamondi. Judy kuja. To the photographer. Nipige picha. Unajua kuna watu wengine wakifika mbinguni, Mungu akiangalia file, natakikana nipatikane hapo. Sindio? Yes. Undani ya kwa. Awesome. Asante sana.
Are you ready to dance like a man? Ukiona mtu mjezi kama yako, huyo ni mtu alikunywa nayo.
Thank you.
Wapi kiuno?